Hello, Tomies. DM Dave here. Are you struggling as a DM or a storyteller to kind of get those creative juices flowing? You just need a little bit of inspiration? Well, our friends at Afterlight Comics have a Kickstarter, and they're coming out with these cards called Tales Unbound. These cards are created to inspire you to create and to influence your world through real fairy tales, real lore in the world. We're talking about Slavic, we're talking about Britain, we're talking about American, all those kind of folklore and folk tales. These cards will help you inspire you to implement them into your games. It's a big DM's help. Click the link in the show notes to help them out on their Kickstarter. Get your creative juices flowing with Tales Unbound by Afterlight Comics. Hello, Tomies. DM Dave here, and I have a confession to make. I'm not a perfect DM. I make mistakes constantly, and sometimes I get really down on myself for the mistakes that I make over and over and over again, and sometimes I feel like I'm the only one. Until I found this podcast. Go check out How Not to DM by Derek. There, Derek interviews the best DMs on this plane of existence. From content creators and podcasters, big and small, he has talked to them about their mistakes. He has talked to Cade from Knocked Prone, Josh from Sneak Attack and Titans of Altera, and also he is talking to Reed from Sneak Attack, Kyle from Bombarded, Thomas from iCast Fireball, and Riley from Friends and Foe Adventure Co., and even me, DM Dave, and so many more. If you feel inadequate as a DM, you should probably go listen to some of the stories of their mistakes. Just as the podcast is called, How Not to Dungeon Master, Derek talks to them about their failures, about their mistakes, and what they have learned from them. I am a huge component of learning from your mistakes, and it is so comforting to know that there's other dungeon masters out there who have felt the same or even made the same mistakes. Stop what you're doing right now. Go subscribe to his show. Start learning how to be a better dungeon master through others people's mistakes and improve your game and your dungeon mastering skills. You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Welcome back, Tomies, to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave, and to the left I have
Henley,
Boudreaux,
Groth, and Lila.
Roscoe.
And Fenrir.
And for last recap, we have Roscoe.
So our good guy Ricardo showed up. He's working for some organization that he won't tell us who or what or why or how, except he invited us to join said secret organization. And Henley said nope, so I said nope. And then Garotha threw a javelin at him and shot some lightning at him, and now I'm poisoned with no foreseeable cure.
Except for plantains and mint and whatever. It was a fake grocery list if I ever heard one.
I don't know. Sounds pretty legit to me.
It would to Boudreaux.
Are we making lunch or are we making an antidote, guys?
Honestly, it
And
could be the
rye
same
bread.
thing.
Do not forget rye bread.
Why not both?
That's to spread the plant. You're just going to use the plantain instead of bread. That's what you're going to do.
Ah, yes. You gotta fry it.
You could do it like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where Aang has to go help the potion lady get all this stuff, and then in the end
gives
she's
him a
gives it
frog.
to her cat, and he's like, "What's this for? You just gave it," and then that's what's gonna happen.
Just have them suck on a frog.
I was like, "What?"
That is something I feel Boudreaux would do. Go suck on a frozen frog.
Oh yeah, 100%. You have no idea what Boudreaux would do.
Or has done.
I don't want to know. I want to know. Don't ruin the picture.
Health. I mean, he isn't covered in mud.
Anyway.
Roscoe, what happened last time?
He just said it.
Oh.
Where were you?
Welcome to the Twilight Zone. I live there.
Okay, you guys are all packed up and ready to leave the Hollow. You just finished talking to Bellerin and Dracarys, and
What?
you're off.
What?
Everybody's face was like, hold on.
I mean, I'm offered
we're jumping ahead, but what happened to that one?
We jump back.
Bellerin is watching this whole scene.
Bellerin's watching this whole
Bellerin
thing.
is watching this whole thing. I'm
Yep.
being crazy.
What's
Bellerin's still there. Thorn is still there. Herla is not paying attention. She's more focused on Keth.
happening? Oh.
She's slapping
he-
him, trying to bring him back.
Is he still dead?
Yeah.
Well, we got distracted on other things.
So no chaos points were given.
Well, we
Oh.
haven't gotten to that point yet.
Got it. Thank you.
Everything DM Dave planned for.
Yeah,
Went out
this
the
is
window when
kind
I
of-
decided to attack.
This,
Sorry.
This is going a total different direction, but I semi-planned for this. I noticed with you guys, I have to semi-plan a lot of it, and a lot of it doesn't get planned. Okay.
I don't feel bad about that.
No. I expect nothing less, Becky.
You're saying that because I'm the one that derails your plans half the time?
Yes.
Sometimes.
All right. Come on,
Attention,
class.
Attention. All right.
1, 2, eyes on you. Okay.
Okay, so we just left Ricardo giving you the rest of the list of what you would need to potentially help.
Right, Willow.
Cut our ropes.
Yep, his hands are free. His feet are now free because he untied his ropes. He attempted to stand, but Henley has the dagger to his neck, keeping him down.
And he gave the name of the poison.
And he just gave the name of the poison, which is pretty much the last thing that he said before Elsie freaked out.
Yes.
Okay,
Which was the Hangman's Noose.
Hangman's Noose. Roscoe.
So Roscoe would like to do something. And I'm going to look at Boudreaux and I'm going to say, he was like, get off.
What is his? With my knowledge, how much in danger is he? Like, would I be like, no way, Jose?
As of right now, besides the
name's
discolor on his face, and it's just very slight, because it almost could be like, it could be the lighting, it could be we just did a big fight.
It could be you
I
sitting
could
on
be.
him.
I'm getting dizzy.
I'm getting dizzy. There's a lot going on.
Okay.
There is that possibility, but you're pretty sure that because of your natural 20 last time,
Yep.
you're pretty sure that that's that. But kind of the way Roscoe's acting, maybe you're starting to doubt yourself.
Okay. I know what to do.
Okay.
I got to. No.
Get off.
No. You don't understand. No. Poison.
Set, hut. And then Fenrir's going to come over and tackle you.
Tackle who?
You off of Roscoe.
What the freak? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, not really. I just want to say set.
Oh, if that happens, I'm going to go,
I have football.
okay.
I have football.
Hey,
Okay.
Just like roll
want
some
to.
checks.
So
that was awesome.
I'm going
He
to look.
took a course in college called chanting and cheering.
Look at Boudreaux like square in the face. And I'm like,
Can you look at him square in the face?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're face to face.
Okay.
Well, mostly.
we're pretty close.
Yeah, we're close enough.
I'm like,
We're like on the ground.
nothing you're doing is helping. Get off.
It helped a little.
And then I'm going to try and,
You gonna, Roscoe? Yeah. I'm assuming you're being more aggressive now.
a little bit,
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm gonna start pushing you off.
you're like, but you're gonna come back, yeah? And then I can,
Yeah, I will come back.
and you're gonna hurry.
Yes.
Okay, but don't hurt yourself too much because you'll go down fast.
I'm walking 10 feet that way.
Okay. And
Okay.
he's kind of following you.
Okay. So I'm going to stand up now that Boudreaux is out of my way. And I'm going to walk over to Henley, who's got the dagger to the guy's throat. And I'm going to reach up and grab her hand and just kind of look at her and lower the dagger.
Okay.
She'll allow it.
And then remind me, Ricardo's another halfling, right? Or was okay? So I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna help Ricardo up.
Okay.
I'm gonna look him square in the eyeballs. Like at one point, I trusted you. And if this is the people that you're traveling with now, even after I was the one that told my people to stand down and we were trying, and you did this to me, I don't want to be part of your group. I don't want anything to deal with you. I see your face again. I will kill you. And I'm going to let him leave.
Okay. He kind of just smirks a little bit, dusts himself off, begins to walk out the door, into the cave.
I'm just like, he does what?
Didn't
He
I
turns
tell
around
you?
the other way and decides to go the long way around. Duh.
He's like, maybe I don't want to go through the caves.
He gets eaten by a spider, waiting for Boudreaux.
So he gets ready to go out the cavern door, or the cave entrance, or exit. One of those two.
Deeper into the cave.
Deeper into the canyons. He lifts up a finger and he goes, "Oh, you do have a while before that poison takes full effect. But I should really warn you about something. You should really check that hidden trap door in the healer's hut. They have some really freaky things down there. Some of those people down there were experimenting on some poor creatures, so I helped them escape. And I found these." And he pulls out these bracers, which, Roscoe, you would recognize these bracers, and tosses them towards you. Nifty little things, but I already have my own set of daggers, and I have no need for these. Plus, they're not my color. Maybe you can find use of them. Plus, when I throw my daggers, I like to see them stick. And he'll turn around and walk out.
Okay, Henley is gonna go walk out of the cave, just like hackles up.
Roscoe.
I'm going to go pick up my bracers, and I want to actually inspect them. See, because I know, obviously I'd given them to someone to use.
Right.
See if I can see, they've been in a fight recently, if there's, any, dried blood or something on there, if I can see, maybe if I can tell whether they were taking off, because they were just taken off, or because there's the potential that the person that had them might now be dead.
Gotcha. There is some spots of dry blood on it, but they are the same ones that you gave to Juna.
I think Boudreaux obviously stops whatever his attention from Roscoe, and I think he just kind of freezes, gets all stiff, and he's going to put his hands on his head and just kind of almost as if he's got a headache.
Okay.
Just super concerned and in shock.
Okay. Henley's heading towards the cave exit,
Yeah.
going outside the cave.
For DM information, she's just gonna go sit outside.
Okay.
She's not leaving.
Okay. So everybody sees Henley leave.
I'm going to look around at everyone else and be like, we need to go to the hollow now.
Boudreaux perks up. We need to get you to the hollow now. Wait, does Rochelle, she's here, right?
She's gone.
Oh, yeah, she got taken.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Never mind. Yeah, we need to get you back to the hollow. And he gets all concerned in his eyes because he's trying to think, there's no one else there to help you in his head brain.
Is there anything, and I'm going to look at Boudreaux and Fenrir, question mark?
Yes, he's still there.
Is there anything you guys can do for any of these guys here before we go?
Yeah, so at this point, Fenrir will then walk over to Mendrick and Bellerin and be like, yeah, we gotta go. We gotta get to the hollow.
Yeah.
Okay. Bellerin is still tied up, but you see him very concerned looking at Mendrick.
Okay, so he'll go over to Bellerin and cut him free.
Okay.
I think at this point, I'll be like, Roscoe, stay still. And he's going to notice Kath
Yep.
and wander to him.
You see because it
Well-
seems like every time that I'm talking about Hurla here, every time Keth has gone down, Hurla has shown just a little concern, but then he bounces right back up and stuff. But this time she's showing a lot more concern than normal.
Can I use a chaos point on him to try
Yeah,
and give him
that's where I was going to open it up.
Okay.
Okay, we got some NPCs down. Is there people who would like to give up some chaos points to save NPCs? And which NPCs would you like to attempt to save?
Could
I
you tell us
have
which ones again?
One
So-
chaos point I would use for Keth.
Okay, so Natlin's down. Marlowe's down. Two of Natlin's guys are down. Keth is down. Mendrick is down.
Okay.
And you also have Cloth Dez's
Men.
men down and
Meh.
Cloth Dez himself, who is completely gray, his white eyes. And one thing I forgot to mention last time is that he has no mouth.
Just in jest, I feel like Solemn could have all these guys on marionettes and go, wee!
Okay, well, I want to get a chaos point to Keth.
Okay, so I got 2 for Keth.
I have as well. Keth.
Okay. I will roll a d20.
If it's 1 or above, Keth is alive.
Weird, I just rolled a 1. Okay.
I think you should just get an automatic because every time we bring it back, come on.
Okay, same thing as normal. 1 to 9, dead, 10 or higher, alive. Okay, Boudreaux, you're heading towards
Keth.
Keth. Fenrir, you're heading towards Mendrick. Is that all
Yes.
I guess first of all, is that all the chaos points people want to use for NPCs?
No.
I kind of want to roleplay with what they do. And then I'll feel if I want to save that man or not.
Okay.
Would be willing to use one for Mendrick.
Okay. Is that your last one?
That will be my last one,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. And I'll use 2 for Mendrick.
Okay.
Well.
I will roll for him as well. Who would like to know first?
Me, Keth.
He walked up to
But he
Mendrick first, so
Okay.
Okay, so as Fenrir kneels down with Mendrick, he kneels down. He's not like a cleric or anything, but he knows enough to like check a pulse and everything. And obviously at this point he feels there is no pulse. And as he's kneeling down, he's looking at Mendrick and is like, I know we didn't get off on the right foot, and I know that we may have cost you your whole entire company. But I had the opportunity to meet and protect your wife. She has given up a lot for you. Like, I have seen Boudreaux at this point, like, talk about, like, Kundas, and he's heard the name, and, saying Kundas bless, like, we've traveled long enough, and he's like,
you've heard him pray.
heard him pray and everything, and he's like, and he reaches out to Kundas. He's like, Kundas, like, his wife needs you, like return to us.
Make me a medicine check.
Oh, that was really cute. I'm so touched.
10.
Okay. You go down and you're checking his pulse again, and you feel a slight pulse with him.
And he just lets out like just this big sigh. And he says, Kundas bless.
Is he alive? This is Bellerin.
And yes.
Oh, good. But yes, we should be going.
Yes, we should get back to the hollow.
Okay. What are you doing, Boudreaux?
So she's freaking out. How so?
Okay. He's just not moving. Of course, she doesn't have any kind of medical thing, so she's
She's not
She's
doing nothing.
kind of trying what you did, what she's seen, like
She slapped him
smacking
several
him.
times.
Yeah.
So by the time you get over there, you can see.
Because she taught me that, didn't she?
Yeah, because she's seen. She's seen
The holy slap.
seen his brother do it. Bolg, there he is.
Yeah.
Seen him do it,
Okay.
but she's not getting anything. What do you do?
So I think Boudreaux's feeling really disheartened. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
So he walks up and I think he's going to touch her shoulder and be like, let me try. And then he'll slap, 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 slap. No, but he does it like,
Okay.
awesome.
You're slapping him.
Oh, awesome.
You're trying to beat him. It seems that things are motionless.
Yeah.
Make me a medicine check.
Which dice? The white one's calling me. 19 plus 3 plus something else. Plus 8.
Okay, that's plenty. 8. Wow. So you're slapping him. You're kind of beating on his chest, and you're just let things just pause
Yeah,
for a
I do.
second.
Definitely.
And you're just observing. What are some things that Boudreaux would be checking?
I think I want to check his eyes. Like, not like open them, but like the movement underneath. I think I'll like check
So you're
for...
like trying to open his eyelid?
No.
Okay.
I don't touch them. I'm looking.
Okay.
And I feel like I'll like stick my hand near his mouth and nose, see if he's breathing at all. And then I think he'll like, I think he just kind of feels. And always that kind of prayer you don't say, you know? It's not like he's like praying like, oh, Kundas, you know, in his head. He's just being with Kundas in the brain, I guess.
Gotcha.
And he's just feeling and like looking at him. And he might, if he still doesn't stir, he might grab his hand or arm.
So you're sitting there trying to get some kind of thing out of the eyes. It's hard to tell. You're trying to get some breathing. It's hard to tell. But you grab his hands and you just give it a slight squeeze, you know, and you feel a slight squeeze back.
Aww. I'm sorry, so cute. I need a little Keth plushie now.
Keth plushie.
I mean, I need a Willow one first, but
You guys are 100% on these NPC saves so far.
so once he squeezes him back, he'll be like, buddy, and like shake him.
Slap him again.
Okay, he lets out like this groan, but he is just beat.
I mean, Boudreaux doesn't shake him too hard because he don't have that much energy either.
Right.
Um,
He's alive, but he's not conscious.
So then I think I'll, noticing that, I'm going to glance over at Roscoe. How is he looking? Just at a real quick glance.
Same?
Same. And he's going to heal Keth.
Okay, how much do you heal him?
I'm working on it. Okay.
Okay, while that's going on, is there anything else anybody wants to do in here?
So Roscoe right now is pretty much over everything. He went into a fight, started out well, got banished, came back, kicked the crap out of a dude, while got the crap kicked out of him. Someone he thought was, I mean, even if it was I wouldn't say a good friend, but someone, you know, he'd share his peach mead with, someone he'd worked alongside with, showed up, wanted us to join some secret organization, wouldn't tell us anything about it, knew we were in the middle of the fight, didn't help us, and then proceeds to stab me and poison me. You know, Roscoe's had a bit of a rough afternoon.
Yeah.
I guess really a rough 6 minutes. 3 episodes, 6 minutes, take your pick. So I'm going to walk over, and he almost is at this point, he's wondering if the bad name that Cloth Des has received was Cloth Des or if it was this guy. First off, so he's wearing Cloth Des's armor, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do is I have this beautiful thing. It's called a robe of many items
Okay.
or useful items or whatever it's called. So it's got two of the patches on there are bags.
Okay.
And they both can hold up to, 30 pounds, I think it said. So I want to pull both of those bags off. And I want to collect cloth as his gear, or as much of it as I can.
Gotcha.
While I'm doing that, I want to look and see, look for his holy symbol and collect that specifically. And that I actually will attach to like my belt.
Okay.
And knowing where the last potential thing cloth does is, I think Roscoe at this point is like, assuming I survive and we make it to the hollow, he wants to start looking into the cloth des situation a little bit. Because, he's a paladin. He's supposed to come from a good name. Something obviously happened to him. Just wants to know whether or not he's alive, if he can, if it's somewhere down the road, maybe something he can like help rescue him, or at very least clear his name and go back, in time, obviously, go back to Dengal and redeem him if possible, if that's, where he's at. If it's okay, Cloth Des never actually was a fallen paladin. He was killed and then replaced by this guy. And this guy stepped out, kind of wants to, that I think that's kind of where Roscoe's at right now with all of this. So he wants to collect all of it, and just kind of like store it and take it and, keep that holy symbol on him. What am I looking for as far as a holy symbol? What would that, I mean, would I know what I'm looking for? Would it stand out to me? Like we've got, nice shiny armor and then, oh, look, holy symbol.
Right. I would, asking Roscoe, how familiar is he with kind of paladins?
I'm sure he's met plenty of paladins. I mean, he's trained in different cities.
Okay.
He was there at the fight for the Hollow, so there's all that stuff. He's worked with paladins before. He's met some.
So you would know that a lot of paladins would either have an amulet of some kind. Sometimes their holy symbol would be their shield. Sometimes it'd be their sword. So you'd be kind of looking for something like that.
So as I
Or even their armor itself.
I want to remove the armor, but I'm going to do it respectfully.
Okay.
Because I'm mad at whatever the creature is, and I don't even care what the creature is. Not on my radar. So I'll start removing the armor, kind of bagging it up or whatever as I can. What do I come across as far as holy symbol? Yes, no.
Okay. So what you do find is as you're bagging this, so you have two bags, and they're a cubic foot wide.
Yeah, they can hold up to 30 pounds.
Okay. Because when I kind of think of like armor, right? I imagine that's including the bracers, the pants, and stuff like that.
Right.
It's one whole thing. The breastplate, you would not be able to fit in a bag.
Okay.
Because it's just too big.
Right.
You could get some of the shoulder pads because this guy was 6'6". Like he was a big
pretty
guy.
The pauldrons.
Pauldrons, thank you. Bracers you're able to take. The thigh armor is probably a little too long to fit inside there without closing it. You could still put it in there and carry it. You just wouldn't be able to cinch it up tight enough. But you do find his sword.
Okay.
And on his sword hilt, you see the symbol of Doldurn, which is a vertical sword over a shield.
Okay.
And on the crossguards, you see an engravement. So there's one word on one side, one word on the other. You flip it around, and it's the same words. That says, Desmond Clothlin is his name.
Okay. What type of sword was this?
This is a great sword. And this sword's big.
Yeah, it's bigger than me, probably, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was an 8 for Cloth Dez's healing.
How he
No.
lives.
For Keth.
Okay, for Kev. Okay, he becomes conscious, but he is hurt.
Yeah.
Was Fenrir gonna heal?
Yes, Fenrir will heal Mendrick.
Okay, just let me know what it is. But everybody's trying to collect themselves, and is the next movement to leave.
If anyone wants to loot the bodies, I was going to, but at this point, I'm really just focused on this guy. I think I would,
Because it would take a long time to take off all his armor.
right?
Right. So on that, so I'll heal him 5, and then I'll look at Bellerin and kind of be like, hey, can you get Mendrick type deal? And then because I kind of notice as we're working our way back, I look back and see Roscoe working with Clothes.
Right.
And at that point, Fenrir's like, oh, he must be looking for loot. Maybe, okay, I guess that's what we're doing now. So he looks at Bellerin.
Watch him.
Is like, hey, can get him back to the hollow? I guess I'll catch up more or less, and then he'll go back and start looting. I guess
Okay.
If
How much did you heal him for? Mendrick?
5.
Okay.
if Bellerin and Mendrick come out, Hanley will lead them to the hollow.
Okay. I'm gonna say, because generally to take off heavy armor, which is what he has
He's
has plate mail.
Doff.
Yeah, doffing it.
Doffing it.
Doffing it. Okay. It normally takes about 5 minutes to take it off. But that's with a willing creature, alive, moving.
Right.
So, of course, this is going to take a little more time. It will take, we'll say, probably about a half hour for everybody to scavenge around, look at all the items, look at what is there. Okay?
This means a lot to Roscoe right now.
Okay.
So Roscoe's looking around a little bit, and he's like, he really wants to collect all of this gear. He doesn't know why. He's like, it's just something that he feels like he needs to take care of. But he also knows that he doesn't have enough carrying capacity. So I'm going to pull 1, maybe 2 patches of the mystery patches off of my robe to see if I can come up with something that will allow me to carry stuff.
And you've already used your 2 sack
Correct.
ones,
Yes.
right?
Yep. So those 2 are gone. Gonzo's forevers. So let me.
Okay. So let's roll a D100.
Oh yeah, it's a D100.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
To see what he gets. Looking at this list, there's one thing that would be very sad if he got.
Oh, you
black
you
hole?
mean the black hole?
The pit, yeah.
Yeah.
He just summons the pit and just Cloth Dez's body. Just gone. Yeah, I think you can pretty much choose where you throw it. What'd you get?
I got a 47.
47. Nice. Okay.
What's the 47?
A
You-
riding horse with saddlebags.
Are
Yep.
you serious?
Legit, no,
it is.
seriously, I would like everyone to know that I did not cheat for this.
It is a riding
the
horse
heck?
with saddlebags.
It was meant to be
It's like
slow
the-
clap.
Can it just be his horse? Oh, he doesn't
just-
have a horse.
Just like summoned his previous horse. What the heck am I doing here? And everybody sees this except Henley. Henley's not here.
I'm not.
She went out.
Is it an old rickety horse?
Oh yeah, it's old. It has a big old U in its back.
Yeah.
No, it's a healthy horse. It's a good, healthy riding horse.
Welcome to Tones of the Chaos Bard mid-show break. I'm your host, Rupert Bumpkin, from the Rocky Talkie Gnome Radio Network. First item of business is the 5-star reviews. Remember that Solemn will give you a shout-out and read your review on Solemn's column. Then he will review your review. It's great fun. Second is the Ko-Fi. This is our Patreon merchandise store. You can purchase keychains, coloring pages, and MP3s of our songs. You can also commission to feed the cast, or write a letter to Dear Boudreaux. If you are interested in becoming a patron, there are 3 tiers, each with varying rewards. including a full post show, DM Dave's deep dives, and coloring activity book with exclusive art. Go to ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard. That is Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard, and help us grow. And last but not least, the biggest way you can help us is share us with your friends and family. That is all, folks. Back to the show.
Healthy riding horse.
His name's Bill.
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 No, Bill the pony, bruh.
Yeah.
Bill
From Lord of the Rings.
Seriously, come on.
What?
I don't get it either.
Bill the
Bill
pony.
Nye, the science guy.
You've seen the Fellowship of the Ring, right?
I have.
The pony that Sam. Okay, first off, there's a lot more meaning to the pony in the book than in the movie.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
can
the
cut this.
pony. No, you can't. It's the pony that Sam rescues and takes with them from Bree, and it's used to carry all their stuff up until they get to Moria, and then Sam's like, "Goodbye, Bill," and sends the pony away.
Oh, I never caught its name.
What I'll probably do is just throw all the bags on there, transfer what I can,
Tying on.
get everything tied in there, take another 10 minutes or so to get that all wrapped up.
Perfect.
And then I'll leave this up to DM's discretion. We can, if with all the armor that's on there, it should be okay. We can get either Mendrick or Keth on the horse to help get them back.
Okay.
And then Boudreaux comes up to me.
So I come up to you, and I'm like, he looks like he's doing okay.
Yeah.
So then he's like, Boudreaux is, when he comes up to Roscoe when you're doing your thing, I think if there's kind of a lull in the moment, like he'd watch you for a bit because he's like super concerned, but he'd be like, you know, they let the were creatures go. It's probably not safe. It's not safe.
I'm almost done. And this will give these guys a minute to catch their breaths as well before we all go that way. Because I doubt we're going to go in there and be able to sit around a cup of tea. So,
Yeah.
I agree. We do need to get going.
Okay, and he's gonna help you.
And by this time, Bellerin and Mendrick have made it to the door. Henley, you said you were going to just start escorting him down? Or
Probably.
do you want to wait for the rest of the group?
What would they say to her? Would they say anything? Because she's kind of more just like keeping a lookout. She doesn't want another Ricardo coming in the cave.
Right.
For sure.
Bellerin might say something because Mendrick is just worse for wear, pretty much. He's able to move very slowly. Bellerin is not in the greatest shape either. It looks like they may have been starving him a little bit.
Ooh.
He's dirty, kind of a little bloody as well.
That sounds just like Boudreaux.
Yeah.
Like Boudreaux's regular. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Boudreaux's
I
not
think
starving.
Henley would go into, like, do either of you need more healing? Or, like, things like that. Give him a few rations.
Gotcha.
And then go back to her lookout.
Okay, so they're going to wait there then, eat some food, kind of regain their strength. Sound good? Mm-hmm. Okay,
So he was going to loot stuff, though.
correct.
I'm not doing anything, and I've kind of come to my senses, I think, and seen that he's looting things and he's pulling things off. So I will just go around and kind of passively look for things, not too intense.
Okay.
Anything that we think could be useful.
Anything, you're kind of just moving bodies around, maybe checking crates or sacks around.
Yeah, like extra rations or things
Casually,
like that.
you said.
Yeah.
Boudreaux, you're focused on
Yep, Roscoe.
So the only people looting would be Fenrir and little bit of
Yeah, passively. Yeah.
passively that. Okay. I'll say that Lila Grotha, you're kind of doing the more sweep around the cavern. Check to see like where the prisoners were held, what they were looking at. Maybe even look over to where the scarecrows were at, looking around
Right,
there.
kind of kicking those apart a little bit, make sure there's nothing there. I would imagine that I'd probably bend down and look for pulses or anything with anybody else, just to make sure that we don't need to get anybody else out or things like
Gotcha.
that.
Okay. So with those, just roll me 2 investigation checks at disadvantage.
Okay.
And Fenrir, you're checking the bodies, we'll say. Do you want
Yes.
to check all the bodies that are down? Or kind of just pick the ones, just so I know how many dice you
Yeah,
need to
I
roll?
think I'd be pretty strategic about it. Like,
How about we do this instead? So you don't have to roll, I think it's like 9, 11 dice to loot things. Let's roll 3. I'll take the average, and then we'll do that loot.
3 D20s
D20's investigation check.
investigations.
We'll take the
20s
average.
across the board. Let's go.
We'll take an average, and then I'll base how many cards you get off of that, what you find.
Can I roll 6?
You want to roll 6 of them?
So we'll take 3 and then another 3.
Oh, separate it out a little
Yeah.
bit? Sure, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm guessing those rolls weren't very good.
No. So the first average was 8.
Okay.
Second average was 15.
Okay. So you find 5 things. On top of all these other things that I'll give you, but we'll take care of these ones first. I need you to roll me a d12.
Which one's the 12? That one. 7.
Okay. This, you find a sky blue gem worth 30, so player knowledge, worth 63 silver pieces, and a spell written on the back of what was once a shipping manifest.
3.
Here you find 520 copper pieces. Another d12.
Is the dot at the bottom or the top?
Bottom.
I ask this every time. It's a 6. And
Okay,
the dot is at
6.
the bottom. Okay, how am I going to remember that?
Okay. You find on this body 28 silver pieces.
Silver.
Silver.
Okay.
You're rich.
Another one. You got 2 more to roll.
2.
This one you find 23 silver pieces and 13 copper pieces.
1.
Okay, this one, an inscribed gem-studded brooch.
So the first one was a 7.
Okay,
The second one was a 14.
okay. 14, you are able to get 2 cards from that. This one you find 344 silver pieces
Ooh.
and 100 copper pieces. One more.
1.
One more thing.
310 silver pieces.
I like how I get the money. Most of the time, I get money.
Little hint, generally if you roll low, it's generally just money.
You know, that's okay. I've accumulated quite a bit of money.
Money's great. Okay.
So says Swindell.
Oh, yes. Okay. All the other loot that you guys are able to gather, that was kind of extra loot that you got. The other loot you receive is 7,000 copper pieces, 1,100 silver pieces, and 80 gold pieces.
You got this.
You also find 15 gems, 3 bloodstones, 1 zircon, 3 onyx, 2 chrysoprase, 2 sardonyx, 2 citron, 1 star rose quartz,
Star Wars jewel. I'll take that one.
and 1 quartz. You also find a dirty, kind of like a leather head cap.
Hand it to Boudreaux. No, I'm just kidding.
And then you find this kind of white little pearl as well. And each one of these items, except the armor, the hat, and the pearl, seem to be giving off some kind of magical sense.
Okay, so the gems or just the head
The
cap?
hat and the pearl.
The hat and the pearl.
That's it. That's giving off some kind of little magical sense. Roscoe, inspecting the sword, you know this is a fine crafted sword. And it, by chance, could do a little more damage.
Not by me. I can't even, like...
Just letting you know. Yes.
I want to use one of my abilities here. My magical awareness says, as an action, you can open up your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until your next turn. You know the location of spell or spell, and you know any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you're going to learn which school of magic it belongs to. So more of this, I just want to try and see if I can figure out what type of magical sense is coming off of these items. Does that make sense?
Okay, so the hat, you would be, I don't know what color this would emulate.
Okay.
But it is an illusionary.
I feel like that would probably
School.
just be like shifting.
Okay. It's kind of shifting between different styles of hats, you can kind of notice. Then the pearl, this one's a little different. It's kind of giving off this, you almost feel like it's, as you cast the spell and you're kind of looking at it, you kind of feel like it's trying to push out.
Repel it.
Repel. Repel's kind of the wrong word. It's not repelling your magic, but it is pushing out magic of its own. Of some kind. But it doesn't have a school of...
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's clashing auras.
It's kind of going to different auras. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. It looks like it could be illusionary, but then it like changes color to transmutation, then it changes color to divinity, or not divinity.
Yeah.
Just all the different types of spells.
So where like the illusionary one kind of just shifts side between like a blue and a green.
Okay.
Kind of. This one is just a full rainbow effect that it keeps, and then at the same time just disappears.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, and Thorn, as you're kind of like examining the armor, Thorn kind of comes up and he's like looking at it and he's like, let me see that.
I'm still slightly out of it and trying to digest what's going on. I said, okay.
Okay, and he grabs it and he starts inspecting it and looking. He's like, oh, this is quite a find. Quite a find indeed.
I mean, I could tell it's dwarven made and it's odd.
Yeah, this is adamantine armor.
I almost
Adamantine
wish at
armor.
this point that I wore armor, but I don't.
Roll me a...
As a player, I wish that I
Right.
wore armor, but I don't.
As a
but
player, Abby
go
knows
ahead,
what this
because you're
does.
familiar with dwarven stuff, roll me a history check.
17.
Okay, this armor is known to be extra... It's one of the hardest materials in the material plane that they can craft. And it's a very difficult crafting because there's a lot of different metals that have to be mixed together very carefully to make this. But it helps hits be less critical. So player knowledge, it negates any critical hit against you. Mm-hmm. And it's a chainmail shirt, by the way.
Just a chainmail shirt?
Yeah. And that is all your items that you find in here. Okay. You guys are all ready, packed up, ready to head to the hollow?
And I obviously put my braces on as well.
Okay. You'll have to attune to them
Right.
again.
I just put them on so that I had them.
Okay.
As we're leaving, I know Boudreaux's kind of keeping an eye on this one, but I want to try and pull him aside as Lila and say, I told you to stay safe.
I told you to stay safe.
And then I'm just going to pull you in for a hug.
And he's a little shocked. Kinda. A little shocked. And then he just hugs you back very gently.
And then I'm just going to whisper, I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe. And then go on.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe. And then I think when you try to let go, he hugs you a little tighter for a second, and then he lets you go.
Oh.
Oh.
Guys, don't make me blush.
Okay. Henley. Oh, Hurla. Keth he's struggling. He's struggling to sit up. He is pretty hurt.
Can I put him on the horse? Do I have room on the horse? No. I'm changed my mind. Since I'm dying anyways,
Oh, excuse me.
I want to give him. I have a greater healing potion,
Oh, okay.
so I want to give him that, which is the 44 plus 4, and he'll get the max off of that, right?
44 plus 4?
So that's 48 health for Kath.
It'd be maxed.
It would be max, so that would
So-
just be the 20.
You're right. That's just 20. That does get him moving at a good pace.
There we go. Problem solved.
Slow, but he can move by himself. Henley, Bellerin, and Mendrick are outside.
What is
Yes.
Henley's reaction to me walking out the door with a
With
horse?
a horse.
You get a very odd look. She'd probably say, "Where did you get a horse?"
And I'm gonna grin slightly and point at my cloak.
Magic cloak. Got it.
And Bellerin is kind of looking the same thing, like, the heck? Okay, off to the hollow, unless there's something else you guys want to do.
No, let's get to the hollow, please.
Okay, you guys are able to make it back to the hollow. Yes.
Because I know it's a few days back to the hollow.
Oh, that's right.
Am I taking any damage over the course of this time?
Yes. Night comes, you guys rest. Everybody is now full health. Everybody.
That is a player, right? Or are the NPCs full health?
No, NPCs are not, just
Okay.
players.
Everybody
Spell
has
slots
a
are
little bit of
back.
coin in their pocket.
Roscoe, you only get half your health back.
Okay.
And this is halved. 15 damage you take over the course of the day. Then the next day comes. Same thing, everybody gets health. You, Roscoe, only get half your health back.
I'm going to use my health potion.
Well,
Okay.
I'll heal you. Because I really am like, I'm babying him in a way.
Yeah.
So you don't have to use a health, he wouldn't want you to.
Okay, then we'll just let...
I'm just going to specify every health you get is halved.
Okay, that's fine.
But I think Boudreaux is trying to give you your space. So as long as you aren't like falling to your knees or something, he'll let you have your space. But if you like are like, dude, I'm gonna take this health potion, he's gonna be like, oh, I gotcha. Like, he's like not. He's being annoying.
Okay, so tell me how much you're healing me for.
Oh, do I
So
have to do that? What are you giggling about?
He's like walking out the door. Oh, it'll take time. And Dave's like, not today.
You take halved 12 points of poison damage.
Okay, I only healed you 11. That was really sad.
So half that, 5.
But if you ask for it, he will heal you more.
Okay, well, Roscoe's pretty much falling off the horse at this point.
Okay, then he's gonna heal you again.
So do you kind of fall off the horse, you were saying?
So as the day progresses, I'm not saying anything because Roscoe's still kind of in his own little mindset. But as the day goes, you can see that I'm progressively... Imagine, so the Hobbit movies.
Frodo.
No, not Frodo.
Oh, okay.
But Feely.
Okay.
Okay, you know, he got shot with the arrow, right? And as things progress, he's gradually getting worse. He's sweating more. He's getting a little less.
He has an
so-
infection, basically
Exactly.
a poison.
Yeah. That's kind of what's happening to me. I've climbed up on my horse knowing that it's going to be even slower, but no one else is riding it, and I can't walk. I'm kind of hunched over the horse. I'm riding it.
And I would think Boudreaux would be like,
Boudreaux would be like right there.
no physical exertion.
If Boudreaux is actively watching me, Boudreaux would be very well aware that I'm not doing well.
But I would be able to change my spells.
Yes.
Right. Because every day you can change your spells.
So I could get my spell back.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Man, a
You
spell.
do that the first.
I would do that the first day, yeah.
Yeah.
When you are ready, I can read it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's called Protection from Poison. You touch a creature. If it is poison, you neutralize the poison. If more than one poison affects the target, you neutralize one poison that you know is present, or you neutralize one at random. For the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and it has resistance to poison damage.
Okay, so it neutralizes poisons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice, so I do that.
You want to try it?
Yeah. I tell Roscoe, and I'm like, in the morning, I'm like, come here, buddy, old pal. Just kidding. Okay.
I haven't been sleeping all night, guys. I just really got.
I had a revelation.
No, honestly.
Mooned with kundas.
He revealed to me a spell.
No, but honestly, yeah, like, he'd been praying, you know, and he went to sleep, and he woke up, and he was like, let's go. I'm gonna do, you keep sleeping, I'm gonna do a little prayer for you, yeah? Okay, here we go.
Okay. So as you're getting ready to do this, you do notice some signs. As you're kind of calm, preparing your spell and stuff, and you're kind of examining him again, you notice that his breathing is a little shallow, a little hard. You notice some like inflammation around his neck.
Cough into the mic, it'll add to it. That's will actually die.
Legit real. So it's confusing.
But you also notice that around kind of the collarbone neck area, there seems to be kind of dark bruising starting to appear. This bruising you recognize. And it takes you back to your childhood.
He immediately is beginning to tear up, and he's actually starting to shake, like, visibly.
As you remember the last things your mom told you, that you need to run, leave. And one of your last moments is her embracing you and you seeing those same marks on her.
Oh. And then he kind of gets a little mad, just in his eyes, and then he's like, no, and he takes a deep breath, and he's gonna do the spell.
As that spell takes hold, Roscoe,
dies.
it speeds up the
It
poison.
amplifies the damage.
You start to breathe deeper. The effects of the poison, you feel that kind of burning sensation in your mouth, kind of the itchiness around your neck, start to dissipate. As you breathe in, you kind of fall into a deep, sombering sleep.
So then, Boudreaux, now seeing
And you see all this effect disappear.
Yeah. So now seeing that it's gone, he just shaking, he's gonna step away from like the group. He can still see the fire or whatever.
I assume there's a fire going on tonight.
But he is far enough away from it that he can just see it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he is just going to bawl his eyes out. Like, I don't know if they'll hear him, but they probably could if they were listening. Like, but I would assume he's far enough away that like you can still sleep. Do you know what I mean?
Trying to keep it quiet, but every now and then you get that snorting whine.
This is like full on, like uncontrollable, but trying to stay quiet, bawling, and shaking.
Not quite to the point of wailing.
He's trying to be quiet, so no.
Because I imagine these are some memories that Boudreaux has been trying to repress for years.
Oh, his whole life.
And just this instant, something triggered.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that as Roscoe was passing out, he kind of sees that.
The tears?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tears and stuff, and kind of sees Boudreaux going off. And
He thinks he's dying.
If you might note, you look at me in the eyes. Yes?
Yeah.
There is something there that you don't see in Boudreaux, and it is anger. He's sobbing. There is a deep sorrow, but there is anger.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm not saying anything because I'm about to go unconscious, but I definitely would see it before I fall asleep.
Put that in a folder for later.
So, how long do you cry for? A while.
Hours. Like, at least 2.
So, I would imagine after probably like 20 minutes, I was kind of like dozing, I would say, and I would hear you, and then just come up and try and initially just sit far enough away to give you time, but then try and come up and like just hold you.
Oh,
like you.
I don't know if you would want to. and I say this because this is so weird for Boudreaux, because he's not only like, I was going to say, not only wailing, but I would say at moments he would like beat the dirt up and be like even ripping it out of
Get a
the
little
ground.
violent.
He's getting kind of violent.
I don't think Lila would care at that point.
Okay,
though.
but it is extremely weird for him. He's very peaceful, so. Okay.
My
you
characters
can-
are not like immune to
No, that's fine.
feeling that though. So yeah.
I just don't. Yeah.
That happens if you allow it. You're okay. with it.
Yeah. Do we have?
Any words said? Or kind of just.
Nope.
I think he'll take the chance to like calm down, but he's clenching fists, like releasing and clenching again, and you can tell that he's calming down for you. Like he would be continuing, but he's calming down for you.
Well, okay, so if that happens, as Garotha seeing this, Lila's gonna let Garotha take over because Garotha's more. She's had to deal with grief a lot more, and she's had to deal with anger and pain and processing those. And she's gonna say, "You need to let it out. It's okay."
Oh my gosh, I just know what Budra's gonna say, and it's not nice.
Huh? I mean,
Okay.
she's literally been the laughingstock of the entire orc community that she's been around her entire life. I don't think anything you say is gonna really hurt her.
You can see it in his eyes. He's holding back like words right now, and he's trying really hard to just be so kind, but he's really struggling. But you can see it that he's trying, and he like takes a deep breath. Then why are you over here? If I need to let it out, leave.
She'll get up and she'll walk away, not back towards the fire, but enough to give him space.
And then I think he'll see that, and he'll walk away more, at least to some trees or higher bushes.
There's some bushes, there's some trees, there's also still large rocks. down here
Yeah,
as
so
well.
he's gonna just go somewhere where, still not far away, but more hidden from at least the eyes of Lila Garotha. And he's gonna continue.
Okay.
A little more aggressive, I think.
Okay, we'll end it there then. Thank you guys for listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Nice. We got something resolved at least. We got some nice loot and lots of money. Thank you to D.A. Nichols for writing our songs and music. Check out her TTRPG, Shields of Power, at drivethroughrpg.com. Also a big shout out to Realmwalker, freesound.org, Tabletop Audio, and Monument Studios for our extra sounds and music for this podcast. With that, I am DM Dave, and to the right I have
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Garotha and Lila.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And until next time, we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye!
That's
the-
donning is putting on armor. Doffing is taking off armor.
Name your firstborn son.
Now we need
Doffing.
a set of twins. One's name is Dawn, and he always has heavy armor, and Doff is nude.
Oh my.
No, it's just a paladin and a barbarian who teamed up together.
Yes! I like that one. I like that one. Dawn and Doff.
They could still be brothers.
Yeah, they can still be brothers.
Or sisters. I mean,
I like that.
Twinsies.
Next
Or
character.
brother, sister.
Dawn and Doff.
I want to play Dawn. You can play Doff.
Okay, sounds good. Next one shot.
Bill the
Bill
Pony.
Nye, the science guy.
You've seen the Fellowship of the Ring, right?
I have.
The pony that Sam. Okay, first off, there's a lot more meaning to the pony in the book than in the movie.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
can
the
cut this.
pony. No, you can't. It's the pony that Sam rescues and takes with them from Bree